Hi there, just going to give you a quick demonstration of Xtracta and what its service is and what we can do for you. So really the way Xtracta operates, it's a cloud service. You have a workflow and a group, and you can control who accesses that system, and you can create your own workflow. So I'm going to show you one today on accounts payable invoices, just take you through how that operates. So each workflow gets its own set of inputs. So it might be getting API'd from your systems, or you might be getting an email forwarded from, in this case, an accounts payable email address, or you can simply upload documents and drag them, drop them into the folder, and they'll start processing. Okay, and really what happens then is Xtracta will push the documents into the process, OCR them, read all the words off the documents, and then look against AI models to try and read and associate those pieces of text with things that you need to capture. So I'm just going to take you through a couple of samples and show you how that operates. So here we have an invoice, and on the right hand side and down the bottom are the things that we wanted to capture off that document. So we have two types of data. One is the header item, so that's the things that invoice number and supplier information and the invoice date and those types of things. And what we do is we create those fields and then attach them to the AI model, and the system will know how to find things. So for example, here I have a supplier tax code, and it's gone looking for words such as GST number, ABN, VAT, and then find the numbers next to it. Okay, and in this case, we've done a little bit of cleanup of the data as well. So we've taken the dashes and the spaces out. And the reason for doing that in this case is that we compare this data to the ERP system's supplier list and grab the finance system number that they use as their reference. So we can push that into the process too. Each of the fields can have its own set of validations and things that you want to do to check the data. So for example, we've made the invoice number field compulsory. The system has found it by using the words invoice and finding the number, but if for some reason it had gone wrong, we can put a rule on there to say stop this document and get someone to correct it. So the accounts payable person here could come along here, click into the field and train the system, and that training will form part of the ongoing solution. So the AI model is the base, the field training that you do will add to that. Each field also has a set of, formats where you're going to output this data to your, in this case, an ERP system, and we want the date format to be in the correct format for them. So you see that it's changed 10 July 23 to 10/07 2023, and it's getting those pieces of data into the right formats. You then really can determine how you want to validate the data that we've captured. So for example, here we've gone and captured all the line item data, or the item codes and descriptions and prices and things here. And we've summed up all of those lines. So the sum of the lines comes to $498.98. You'll also see that the supplier adds that subtotal on the document. So we can compare those two pieces of information and make sure, for example, that we've captured all of the line item amounts. You can go on to capture tax amounts and grand totals and do the maths to make sure that the net total plus the tax total equals the grand total, those types of things. And really, we're aiming to have a high degree of accuracy, and that allows us to rely on that capture and have some straight through processing. So if all of these validations have been passed, which means the fields have been captured and the maths adds up and all those types of things, then we can rely on this process and send it straight through to your ERP system in this case. And so really that's what we describe as straight through processing. So that can go straight to your system without anyone having to touch that data as part of the data entry process. And the only exceptions really are, like if the invoice number was missing, the accounts payable person would train that one field, and the system will learn from those trainings and get better as it progresses. And really what we're looking to do is put all your documents in this case the accounts payable ones, train up the system, get it running in a smooth automated way, and take away all of that data entry that you would have been doing in the past. So it's a significant time-saving device. And you might start with a workflow such as accounts payable, and then you might decide you want to automate a little bit more. So you might want to do the statements or remittance advices for your customers, or maybe capture the sales orders coming in from your customers ordering goods from your company. And really those workflows are up to you. You can capture any type of document and push the data to any system that you want it to go to using the APIs, or simple flat files into other systems depending on the complexity that they have. That's really a quick view of Xtracta. If you're keen to have a look at this and try your documents out, have us talk to you about how we can help you, please get in touch and we'll be happy to help you. Thank you very much for your time.